Grand Prairie is not the only place hopping on the country music map. St. Paul, Alberta, where hometown boy Brett Kissel recently packed his bags and moved to Nashville. The success of his new album is something that's been talked about a lot on the country music scene.
I can't believe how crazy this album has been received by fans and people across Canada. It's kind of borderline ridiculous when you think about it. I mean, you've known me for a long time. I'm from Flat Lake, and to think that, you know, there are people all over the world and all over Canada have made this now for the last week the #1 selling country album on iTunes. It's pretty crazy. I think that that's probably the best way to describe it, because it has exceeded my expectations and exceeded even the expectations of some of the music team that we've got, you know, a part of me since signing my record deal with Warner Music. And I mean, when you think about it, things are moving at a very, very fast pace. So sometimes you don't really stop to smell the roses, so to say. But here, seeing the stats and seeing, you know, my songs and those kind of things climb the charts, it's amazing to look at it. It's quite a thrill.
Looking back on everything I've done, I could do no wrong. It all started with a song.
Well, for me, Started With a Song set the bar really high, because that song went #1 overall Canadian. The song also became the #1 video on CMT. So when you're thinking about what the second single is going to be, I mean, we were really talking a lot as a label and as a team about strategizing how we're going to position the next song. When we settled on Raise Your Glass, which is coming out right away, we knew that that would be a great follow-up single, because it's a celebration, it's a party song, and you know, even traditionally a lot of people will release kind of slower music come the fall and winter, and we wanted to make sure that we released an up-tempo party song. And then we shot the music video in Los Angeles, and it was one of the best times of my life.
You came for some great live country music from the hottest rising star in Canada, playing for you tonight, Smoky Lake. Please welcome to our stage, Brett Kissel. 1, 2.
It's very different to be working with the record label, because you've now got this team of people and this muscle and this machine working behind you. And it's something I feel very blessed to have. And as an independent artist, you work extremely hard, but there are certain limitations. There's certain people that you can't connect with. There's certain gigs you can't get. There's certain, you know, opportunities that, try as you may, you just can't get them. Whereas now with the label, I mean, the sky's the limit. You can pick up the phone, you can have an idea, you can romp in the vision, so to say. And they're very helpful, and they're very excited about my new album as well. So to see them as excited, if not maybe more excited than even I am, is a good sign. We are working very hard as a band to make sure that we, you know, work on these songs, and we make sure that they sound as good as the album, and we show kind of the hometown fans that we've arrived to a new level. So I mean, the stakes are very high for us, but it's nothing that we're not used to or we're not excited about.
Well, I'm from the farmers, kind of laid back, ain't much an old country boy, but you can't have 2 little riders early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy.
When you pick up the album, I think most of anybody listening is going to find that each song really has, forgive me if this sounds cliche, but a real piece of me and a piece of my heart in it, because, you know, writing or co-writing the entire album was a thrill for me, and it was a great opportunity for me to write love songs from personal experiences, write party songs from personal experiences, and then write songs about tough times and tragedies that, you know, we went through as a family over the last few years, writing and recording the album. So a song that I wrote for my grandma and my grandpa is on the last song of the album as a tribute to them.
Every night when I'm standing in the spotlight and beating on these 6 strings all night, yeah, the story of my life all started with a...
Well, on the personal side of things, things are very busy as well, because of, you know, obviously my music, and people have been joking around with me about whether I'm from Flat Lake, whether I'm from Glendon, whether I'm from Nashville. And really, kind of my answer has been, I'm just from hotels, because that's where I've been staying. It's, I mean, a night here, a night there at home is few and far between. So on the personal side of things, my wife Cecilia and I are keeping extremely busy just with our busy travel schedule. So we've been all across Canada this last summer. We got a chance to play in France. I played a great concert there. So we're able to mix a little bit of business and pleasure. And you know, we had a great couple days in Paris, and then we went down to Tours, France, where my concert was. And so we're living a very exciting life, a very fast-paced life, and I think for both of us, you know, we both had a lot of dreams come true over the last few months, so we're very lucky. I'm avid on Twitter, and it's really cool to see kind of my numbers and followers, you know, rise over the last little bit. And it's pretty crazy. When I started, you know, I thought it was so cool when I got 500 followers on Twitter, and now we're just about at 10,000 followers. And it's pretty crazy to think that, you know, just a song on the radio in a few months' time makes a big difference. My album is available everywhere, and that's what's so cool about having the record deal, because as an independent artist, we were selling it exclusively off the stage. Whereas now it's available at HMV, it's available at Lamley's, Western Wear, wherever CDs are sold. Of course, it's available on iTunes, but an exciting thing is that Walmart had approached us about you know, getting a special Walmart deluxe version. So what we did is we added 3 extra songs onto the Walmart only version. So if people want to go to Walmart, I mean, I know that your family, my family, I mean, Walmart's our thing. So if you want to go, it's currently featured in the best sellers right beside Robin Thicke and Luke Bryan. So that's surreal for me to be right in the middle of those guys.
So I'd like to play a song that I wrote that has a lot to do with my upbringing in this area. And I hope everybody enjoys it. It's called I've Got Country in My Blood. And listen close to the lyrics. I'm 5th generation, all the same piece.
Coming from the Lakeland area and coming from St. Paul and Bonnyville and Glendon, and having those 3 communities really support me has, I think, set a foundation for me to achieve a higher level of success than I believe maybe if I would have come from another place. And the reason why is because look at all the hard workers in a community like Bonnyville. Look at some of my cousins and some of my relatives in the oil business that started from nothing and worked their way to everything. You know, I look at those type of people. There's stories of a lot of startup companies in St. Paul and Bonnyville, and look at them for inspiration to say if they can do that in the oil business or the trucking business, the mechanical services business, well, I think I can do it in the country music business.